My name is Andy Melendrez, and I'm your Ward 2 City Council member and also the host of Good Neighbor Riverside. And today we have a very special program, and it involves UCR students, individuals that are involved in a form of recycling program. And as one of our guests is Xavier De Anda. Javier is also joined by a couple students who he will introduce later. But let's begin with Javier. Javier, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm Xavier De Anda. I'm the Kiwanis Family Relations Adult Chair for our club, CKI, at UC Riverside. I'm also joined here by Jamie Lee, who is our club president, and Jessica, who is our District Service Initiative Chair.
Great. And tell us a little bit about your program. Tell us what you've been doing this past year, or what you're planning on doing next year. Maybe you could start there.
Okay, so mostly I try creating services and socials for improving relations between our club at UC Riverside and our local Kiwanis Club, so the Kiwanis Club of Riverside. Most recycling services and things that are related to environmental health are conducted by our District Service Initiative Chair, Jessica, so she might be able to answer that question more specifically.
Okay, great. And tell us a little bit more about what you do. Maybe you could have one of the others maybe fill us in on that.
As what I do as the Kiwanis Family Relations?
Program, yes.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Tell us a little bit about what your program does throughout the year. You talked about a recycle bird feeder program. Tell us a little bit about that, or some of the other functions your group does throughout the year, or what you might have planned for next year.
Okay. The recycling programs are Jessica's programs, so she might be able to answer those questions better than I can.
Great. Jessica?
Hi. As Xavier said, I am the Service Initiative Chair for our club. I'm one of two people who organizes service events for our club, but recently, since we moved online, what we've been trying to do is have services available on Zoom. So what I have been doing personally is my services relate to environmental health. That is what our district service initiative is this year. It's serving the environment. And so one service I had since I began my term earlier this year was a tote bag service where we recycled old shirts into tote bags, and then we also had my recycled bird feeder service. There are going to be a lot more services to come up this year. It's going to probably be through Zoom, just so I know that online, everyone's really, because of the whole entire COVID situation, everyone's really split up across, pretty much the country right now. I have people from San Diego coming to join in, people from NorCal, sometimes even Nevada for other services that we host. But, it's just us coming together just to have these events and, serve our community. And for me, serve our environment.
Great. Tell us a little bit about the bird feeder program, recycle bird feeder program. What do you do there?
Oh, yeah. That was on June 1st, Monday, from like 5 to 7 p.m. It was a really quick service. So what we did was we took plastic bottles or whatever was available to people, and then what we did, I just gave instructions for them to just make their own little bird feeder that they can either hold onto. They can either give it to me once we come back together after the COVID situation, and then, or they can, fill it themselves and then use it for their own neighborhoods. Because I understand in, this online setting, everything's really up in the air right now. So I just want to give them the option to, what they want to do with their finished product at the end.
Great. So it's a matter of trying to keep all the students engaged in your program, given the challenges. And obviously it looks like you're doing a pretty good job if you're getting individuals coming from all over the state of California wanting to be involved in this. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And you have another student. Is that Jessica? I'm sorry, or are you Jessica?
I'm Jessica.
Okay, and the other student is?
Jamie.
Jamie, that's what it is. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yes, hello. My name is Jamie. I'm a second-year business student, and I am the president of Circle K International at UC Riverside. My job is mainly to oversee all the other board members to make sure we're putting out services for our members to be able to help their community, as well as we have like socials for everyone to get to know one another, and leadership opportunities such as workshops to develop our professional skills as well. I'm very proud of all my board members. Jessica, her work revolves mainly around our district service initiative, which she mentioned earlier, which is serving the environment. So this year we're focusing mainly on the conservation of the earth and recycling, etc., things like that. And we also have our district fundraising initiative, which is the Environmental Defense Fund. So throughout the year, we also raise funds to donate to them as well.
Now, do you have to be a student to participate in this, or can anybody participate in this?
Anybody can participate as long as they're in our club. They don't even have to be a dues paid member. They can always come out to our services so they can participate with our events and give back to their community.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jessica. Javier, a couple more questions.
Yes.
Now, you get involved with the Kiwanis Club. Tell us how that connection came to be.
Okay, so as my position, I'm supposed to improve the relations between our local Kiwanis Club, or Kiwanis in general, and the adult Kiwanis clubs, and our club at UC Riverside. So what I've been doing is attending their meetings, and I attended the meeting that you were guest speaking at too. Mm-hmm. And I've been giving updates about our club and talking about our budget, as well as things I look forward to in the future when in cooperation with them. So Kiwanis and CKI often cooperate at services at the same time, or have socials together. And so I've been trying to manage and facilitate that aspect of our relationship.
Great. And this is a way of UCR students being engaged with the community, at the same time being able to provide a benefit, in this case, environmental benefit to the Riverside community while you're in school. The challenges are a little bit different today, but I'm glad to see that you're continuing this effort and engage, at least through Zoom or some of the other social media, to remain engaged in the city of Riverside. And we hope to see you all back in the fall. So thank you so much for joining us today. There you have it, a little glimpse about what UCR students are doing while they're here in the city of Riverside. Given this COVID-19 matter, unfortunately, a little different, but they are continuing the community engagement wherever their students are. And as you can hear, the engagement is getting broader based by having individuals throughout the state of California. Jamie, Jessica, and Javier, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.